Good morning. I am Dr. Shrikant, working as a senior consultant ophthalmology at Apak Super Specialty and Postgraduate Institute, Varanasi. On second Thursday of every October, World Sight Day is observed to create an awareness about various eye disorders and its prevention. As the motto is, prevention is always better than cure. This year, the theme of the World Sight Day is Love Your Eyes, meaning thereby you please take care of your eyes. If you take care of your eyes will take care of you or your sight. To initiate as for taking care of eye is concerned, it starts right from the birth of a baby, because nowadays the premature babies are born with less gestation age, less than 30 weeks, or weight less than 1500 grams, or some metabolic disorders or some systemic disorders which can lead to retinopathy of prematurity. It accounts to about 1.3% of total birth. So, any child born with less than 3000 gram weight, less than 1500 grams weight, less than 30 weeks of gestation should be thoroughly evaluated by a eye surgeon, preferably a vitreoretinal surgeon who has got the knowledge for evaluating the retina of newborn baby or premature baby, because if diagnosed early, you can prevent the blindness in baby. That is, caring of eye starts right from the birth. Next is, once the baby starts going to school, the preschool eye examination is must. As there in the most of the Western countries, it is mandatory. So you can diagnose or examine and can give the treatments at a very early age of going to schools, because many school going children can suffer with refractive errors, vitamin A deficiencies, night blindness, and some congenital disorders like cataract, some retinoblastomas, tumors. So if evaluated early, can be treated early, and you can save the sight also and can life also of these patients. Third very thing is, in India, the corneal blindness is now number second main cause of blindness in India, because it has added many corneal blindness due to some cataract surgery or other surgeries. Otherwise, previously the second most common cause of blindness was glaucoma. So, cornea, just to give you an idea, we are about 140 crores people in India. Nearly 1 lakh births are there per day. Nearly 1 lakh 10,000 deaths are there per day. The corneal blindness, bilateral corneal blindness, is at the tune of about 10 million pupils, and unilateral cataract blindness accounts for about 1.2 or 1.3 million pupils. Just to highlight this data, if for continuous 11 days all the deaths donates their eyes or cornea, the corneal blindness can be eradicated in 11 or 12 days itself. So, to create an awareness about corneal blindness and create an awareness about donating the cornea so that it can be transplanted in a patient who is corneal blind, you can save the sights. Okay? Next more important thing is glaucoma. We call this Chupa Rustam Chor. Why? Because it is a lurking thief, because many patients are not having very severe complaints about the disease, but their vision is fields, mainly the fields is shortened and patient and land up into a tubular vision. So after the age of 40 years, it is mandatory to evaluate the patients for glaucoma as a routine. But sometimes there is a condition called congenital glaucoma which can occur during the childhood itself. That should also be ruled out during the preschool going screening time. Nowadays, India has become the diabetic capital of the world because all 60 millions or plus diabetics, 1/5 of these diabetics are Indian, and it's an estimated in a type 1 diabetes, maybe at the time of diagnosis itself you can find a diabetic retinopathy. In type 2 diabetes, after the 5 years period, nearly 50% of these patients are suffering. In 10 years of duration of diabetes, it's about 60+% of symptoms. So, if a patient is having diabetes, it should be evaluated, thoroughly evaluated by a retinal surgeon or eye surgeon, preferably a retinal surgeon who can do likewise this very investigation, which is the latest, can cut a physical sections of it without doing any surgical approaches. So, it is called optical coherence tomography, where we cut various stages sections of the retina just to evaluate the early diagnosis of diabetic retinopathy, diabetic maculopathies, and can treat them and prevent them to landing into the blindness. Last but not the least, the cataract is undoubtedly still the mainstay of the vision disorders. So one should take care, touch wood, with a new technology. The success rate is as high as about 99%, but still 1 to 2% land up into the problems because they were waiting for seasonal. There is nothing like seasonal operations. Previously, camps used to be happen during winters, so the patient get themselves operated in the winter seasons. Nowadays, with an advanced technology which does not require any admissions, no suturings, can be operated upon the day and can be discharged the same very day. So the operation can be done all throughout the day, year, 24/7, 12 months in a year. So you should not wait for patient getting cataract matured, because that can lead to a problems that lens induced glaucoma can occur where vision may be lost permanently. As to brief my thing, that to fulfill the desire or dream of World Sight Day, love your eyes, get your eyes checked up as per the schedule, and definitely after the age of 40 years, it should be regularly checked at least once a year for rule out any disease at the or catch up the disease at the earliest stage so that you can treat it properly. With this mention, I wish you all a very good World Sight Day, and love your eyes is the motto of this very day. Thank you everybody.